This is first real application for using the embedded DOS. Here I'm using the STM411. I found this board is very robust and quite convenient to use. And I want to build a CAN bus logger. This module is purchased from AliExpress, and the price will be about $1 or $2. So here, 160. On one side, this is SPI, connect to the MCU or any microcontroller you use. And here it's talking to my STM32F411. And this side is the CAN bus connector. And this is jumper. When jumper is on, this put 120 ohm resistors to terminate this end properly. So here are the CAN bus. And I am using a twisted wire from Ethernet cable, one of the Ethernet cable connect to CAN high and CAN low, and put a jumper here. The other side I put on ECU, which I want to log the data from. It has CAN high and CAN low as well. On this side, I put the SPI1 data from SO, SI, and the clock, and one of the pin for CE pin. The interrupt pin is not being used. I'm not too worried because this one, the setup is not doing anything else. I only want to log any traffic from the CAN bus. Here we go to the console, and I already have the CAN application built, so I can do a format. So start from scratch, and it will give me roughly about 470 kilobytes of free disk space to use. And I'm going to make one CAN, and it only has about 2.7 kilobyte of binary, and the application is here, the main, and doing the GPIO and SPI initialization, and then execute the command. The command will be similar to the debug one. We will have help and receive, and when the receive, I have the filters, say I want to unfiltered one, or if I want to filter one, then I have a list of the IDs I want to filter on here. So I can type CAN, and initialization succeeded. The help will display the commands. In most important for logging, I'm going to type R and U, and it will start logging. And because I want to log to a file, I click this button to record to a file I'm going to call ECU log, and I click save. So it will stay there until I start turning on my ECU, and you can listen to my power on click. And once I power on, then the ECU is started communicating or trying to communicate with the other devices. It sends out tons of CAN messages, and this CAN logger will log all the data that ECU is sent out. And if it's in the real car, it may receive the response as well. Here we only see the one-way traffic, but in order to analyze and communicate with ECU, you definitely need a tool to log the CAN bus. So let's say I'm enough logging and I want to stop here. It will stop the log, and then I can open the file. Here we have ECU log. And here is the data we logged on, and the first column is the time in milliseconds, the relatively one. So this is starting from here, and then we see the CAN data for ID is sent to AA, and with the 8 bytes of data of this one, and the second one was BE, and the data of 2 bytes, and so on and on. With the embedded DOS, I am able to make such an application quite easily, and on one of the board I can have as many as application I want. Let's like say, you know, we have shown before, I can make a debug, and now I have debug function, so I can display the flash. And this is where the flash is, or this is where the directory is. You know, in the directory we have one is can.com and the second one is debug.